shipping changes.
Hey, good afternoon, Rockstars. Welcome back to the RockstarFlipper YouTube channel. Today's Monday. It's a new week. It's May 6th, 2019, and welcome in. As you notice, a lot of the stories I did over the last couple of weeks, last week up until this week, have been about Amazon and some of the changes and expansion. Now, we all know that Amazon is a giant. They're taking over the e-commerce world. They're taking over the world in general, and they continue to make big moves. And so last week, we talked about Amazon and their one-day Prime shipping for all Prime members. And that's huge because if you're not already selling on Amazon, or you're just selling a tiny bit, or you just got your feet wet, it's time that you grow, expand, or get started selling on Amazon, because they are the monster and you want to get on the train. We've all heard the term, the gravy train. Amazon is that money train that you need to be a part of. With people being offered one-day Prime shipping, they are going to shop on Amazon, and they're going to shop on Amazon a lot. And a lot more than even before. The 2-day was great, the 1-day is massive. So Amazon's spending $800 million. It means they know people are gonna be spending $800 billion, which means you wanna get a piece of that pie. And that's why this story today is important too. So we know that Amazon puts retail brick and mortar stores out of business. Shopping centers, malls, town centers, they're just all crumbling under the weight of not being able to support the business because of the overhead, because of the old school methodology of shopping at a mall. They're just not able to last. And so one of the questions I got asked, I did a video sometime early last year, probably late 17, early 18, about an abandoned shopping mall town center here in Tampa, about 30 minutes away, that actually never even opened and never made it to opening. It's still abandoned to this day. I think it's becoming like commercial and office space or whatever, but they didn't, because it opened 4 or 5 years ago, right around the time that Amazon started this spike up, and all of the retail stores that were going to open there around this newly built subdivision area of houses, upper class people, just didn't want to be there anymore and didn't want to pay the rent and support it, and they all backed out, and the project crumbled. So I saw a story today, and it was revolved around Ohio, Cuyahoga County, which is like the Cleveland area, where Amazon has recently purchased 2 shopping centers out of business, abandoned shopping centers. Why? Well, there was 5 reasons why Amazon would be interested in these shopping centers. And in addition to these 2 Cuyahoga County, Cleveland shopping centers, they're interested in many, many more. And it makes perfect sense when you think about it. Let's jump over to my computer. I'm gonna show you these shopping malls, these abandoned malls, and tell you the 5 reasons why Amazon would be interested in these. Why do you think Amazon would want to buy old, out of business malls and shopping centers? I'll give you a second just to think about it, and then we'll jump over to my computer and take a look. So this is the Euclid Square Mall in Cleveland, Ohio, just outside of Cleveland, Ohio, Cuyahoga County. You can see the sign there. This is what it looks like today. Here's the parking lot and the building, and we can go ahead and, using Google Earth, we can just go ahead and shoot down Euclid Square Mall Road, and we can take a look at the whole building. Now, Amazon wants this building and many others like it, including one just down the street from it. Why would Amazon, what 5 reasons would Amazon be interested in a building like this for? Well, a couple of the reasons pretty obvious. Here's what an Amazon distribution warehouse looks like after it's been built. Well, 5 reasons Amazon's interested in this. 1, these malls have been empty for so long now, and even the ones that are more recently, it is costing so much money to have these empty malls here, between property taxes and the upkeep to keep it from getting dilapidated any more than it is, and this empty property just sitting empty, and the taxes that could be making, the state and city could be making off of it. The money, just the money, is number 1. They need somebody to buy this land and do something with it. So who's got money and who needs land? That's Amazon. Number 2, how big do you guys think that this mall is? As you're watching this video, take a guess in your head. How many square feet do you think this Euclid Square Mall, without Googling it, used to house when it was open? Well, this mall and many other malls around it are between 500,000, 500,000 square feet and 750,000 to 800,000 square feet. This particular mall, if I remember correctly, was right around 650 or 700,000 square feet. Do you want to take any kind of guesses as to how big an Amazon distribution warehouse is? The average Amazon distribution warehouse is 650,000 square feet. Look at that. It lines right up with the size of these malls. It's perfect. So they know how big of a building they can put on this property, plus the parking. Perfect. Okay, that's number 2, the size, the square footage. Number 3, most of these malls already have the infrastructure. That means they have the plumbing, the electrical, the setups, the zoned coding. That means this area has been zoned for commercial use. And so all of the permits and everything Amazon will need to get is very, very easy. And that makes the transition very easy. Reason number 3. Reason number 4, and this one makes even more sense than probably all the rest of them. These locations, these malls, were built near heavily populated areas. Obviously, they wanted to cater to the residential neighborhoods, people be able to come in and shop, tons of people around. Well, why is that important to Amazon? Well, 2 reasons. 1, it means they will have no problem finding employees who need jobs to fill these Amazon warehouse spaces. Most of these Amazon warehouses hire between 5,000 and 10,000 employees. Very, very easy for them to fill those jobs because they're near a heavily populated area with lots of potential employees. The other reason why that's so important is because when they're in a big residential area, that means they're in a hub of the city, meaning there's going to be all kinds of post offices, all kinds of UPS locations. There's going to be major airports that Amazon needs to get traffic in and out, to get packages in and out. Amazon is building in a location where it is easily accessible to the population. That's super important for them. The last reason is kind of an extension of number 4, but it makes a lot of sense. Amazon lives and dies off of its shipping in and out and its trucking. It is accessible. The malls are accessible via major highways, which are only around the corner. So if we go ahead and zoom out of this Cuyahoga County mall, we're in the back of it now. If we go ahead and zoom out, and I can't really recall how to do it like that. Look, we can see if we keep zooming up on this satellite view, look at the roads coming into the mall, look at the major highways that crisscross this entire area. And if we keep zooming out and we change the satellite back over to regular, they are in the top of the area. Look how many major cities this area accompanies or is close to here. We've got Detroit, we've got Columbus, we've got Pittsburgh, just here on the right side. We can go all the way over into New York, Pennsylvania. This is a major northeast hub for, we've got Cleveland, of course, Toledo, Fort Wayne, all these big cities. This is a big distribution area for Amazon to encompass in this area. That's the word I was looking for, encompass. I mean, how many millions of people live in this Detroit, Chicago, Indianapolis, Washington, D.C., Philly, New York circle? This circle of the Northeast, in these 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 states right here, how many millions of people are within their shipping? Because look, their next natural hub is going to be this Nashville hub. And of course, this one over here in DC that they're building in Northern Virginia. So look, they need to have this circle up here. And this helps support, even as far out as Wisconsin to Minneapolis, this whole circle, by having distribution centers here, helps them to get product all over the Northeast. It's super smart. Now, I'm not saying that Amazon is going to buy every empty shopping mall. Of course, that doesn't make any sense. But they could buy these strategically placed shopping malls all over the country. And look, it's also near the water. And conveniently, it happens to be near the Canadian border, near Canada. And if you look just north, look, Toronto, is that Canada's biggest city or one of their biggest cities? I believe in my heart that Canada is the next target for Amazon and FBA to start getting Canadian, on board, the Canadians on board with FBA and Amazon, and that we'll be able to do it shipping-wise. Global shipping will get bigger. Amazon is not just here to take over the U.S. They're here to take over the world. So that is a big, big story, and I think that it's awesome that Amazon is using these dilapidated, abandoned malls in order to expand their business. So like I started to say at the beginning of the video, if you haven't started to sell on Amazon, or if you just got started, it's time to take it seriously. You need to let me help you. Either sign up for the training class down below. I'll link it below. It's $49. Join my VIP group and get all of the information from a ton of experienced Amazon sellers who are inside of that group currently, including all of the guides and bolos that are inside that are going to give you an idea of items to list on Amazon. You get all those. They're all included when you join the VIP group. Or take it to the next level, purchase the $99 training program that includes all of Amazon, all of eBay, all of Posh, and the membership to the VIP group. You get everything. I'll link it all below. And let's get your Amazon career in 2019 off the ground. Let's start making a couple $1,000 a month on Amazon. I'm not telling you I can make you rich or make you a millionaire on Amazon right now. That's up to you to grow later. But we can at least get you making a couple $1,000s a month. And I think that will change a lot of your lives. Those links will be below. Check them out. Do comment on the story. Tell me what you think about Amazon buying these, about their use of the land, the use of the buildings, and about how they are continuing to show that the smartest guy in the room is always Amazon and Jeff Bezos. As always, I thank you guys for watching. Make sure you hit that like button and make sure you're subscribed to the channel. It's real important that you do subscribe with notifications on so you don't miss any videos. You can also join my email list, which is going to be linked below as well. And I always send my video updates out via email. Thanks, guys. I'll see you next time.